Hi guys, Todd here, vlog time. And with any luck, you can hear me, you can see me, and you know the rest. You know how it works. God, this feels strange. It feels like I haven't done this in a long time. Right, who have we got? Oh, there's people here. Hello, people. I was kind of hoping doing this in a silly time on a Saturday night there would be less people here, because obviously I'm terrible at interacting with people. But yes, oh, a few of the usual names. Hello. Oh, Christ Almighty! Even failing YouTube reviewers from America. Two of them. I mean, they travel in packs. You go to the toilet, and I swear to God, there'll be two American YouTube reviewers in there talking to one another. It's shocking. I'm sorry. I'm only joking. Sometimes I have to explain my Scottish sarcasm to my American brethren. Right. Here we go. Short and sweet version. We'll keep this short. No, this won't be short and sweet because there's actually quite a bit of gear to show you. For those that know, not been the best of weeks for various reasons that we don't need to go into. So my head is still a little bit doolally, but we shall crack on, because the best thing for me to be doing right now is just getting back into it. So the plan is we don't have a plan. Who has a plan? Who cares? There's no script, there's no plan here, you know that. But everything I have here is pretty much what I picked up at the Hall of Vape. Now I put out a video which was not the best of videos. I'm sorry, I apologise for that. I didn't get all the I just apologise. It wasn't as good as it should have been. I will say, speaking for myself, I really enjoyed the Hall of Vape. It was smaller, no two ways about it. There was less people went through the doors than, say, 2019, but there were more than went through last year apparently. Yes, there was issues with customs going round and nobbling stores and confiscating goods and things like that. There were disposables, but the short and sweet version is, for me, is that you get out of these shows, if you go there to just moan about shit, you're just going to moan about shit. But if you go there with an open mind, then you'll find what you're looking for. You'll meet people that are into the same shit as you, have a beer, have a laugh, go around, look at all the goodies. And there was loads of modders. What was it, 25, 27 modders just in the modders gallery. And then you had like steam, you had steam pipes, you had Intaste, Statquam. There was loads you could go and look at. So in my humble opinion, there was something for everybody. If you want to focus on the negatives, then you're watching the wrong YouTuber. Excuse me, I'll try and keep an eye on chat. I apologise, and hello to everybody else that's joined in here. We all know it's professionally scripted, made to look jank. This is very true. This is all an act. Those of you that have met me in real life will know that I'm a dedicated professional, and I take this stuff very seriously. And this is just a show. It's obviously just a show, and I put this act on. Did you have any nice sausages? Yes, we did. On the Sunday lunchtime, there was I was going to say a burger van, but it wasn't. It was proper bratwurst. It was to die for. we also spent a lot of time in an Italian restaurant for some reason, which was most enjoyable. I met lots of modders. Caught up with lots of mates. There was lots of strange people that seemed to be there that I knew, that ended up going for meals with. And thankfully, the best thing about it was that there was no Croatians. No Croatians trying to flog an RTA that they still haven't released. It was great. Hi, Sasha. Can't beat a German sausage. You're absolutely right. Right. Let's see about Brian May. I had the best weekend in Germany. It was unforgettable. Actually, Mr. Elliot, I would say that you did forget some of it because you were wasted. Absolutely wasted. Okay. Is there anything else I want to say? Not really. If you have any questions about the show, then as we go along, then fire away. Again, I felt bad for the IRA and the rest of the team because they worked their asses off, as always. They always do, and they put on the best show they could, that I loved and enjoyed. But then having the German customs coming in and doing what they did was really shit. Yeah, that was just a bit shit. But it was still brilliant. Okay, right. Let's do it. What will I start off with? I'll start off with a puff. I'll tell you what, I'm just working along the table here, so bear with me. Bumped into, I've forgotten the boy's name. I'll forget lots of names, and I'll forget lots of shit here, actually, as usual. Asmodus. I was about to say something very racially inappropriate there. The wee Chinese guy. What's his face? He used to go to all the expos around the world from Asmodus, and I've forgotten his name. Anyway, he's back. He's back again. He was. He chucked me this. This is a prototype. It's just a prototype. It's not a fully fledged. And yes, I know you're going, it's a pod. But they're replaceable. They're doing their own coils. And pops in there. Top fill. That may change. But it looks like an old school Minikin. It just looks like a little old school Minikin pod. And it's actually been really good. But it's got airflow in the back. And you can get it down, from RDL to DL. And I've been puffing away with this quite a lot since I came back. So nice to see them coming back in the game. Right now, I think it's about 2000 milliamp hour. There's an 18650 battery, just for a comparison. And it holds 4 mil of juice, I believe. And yeah, that's the... Hi Theo. Aiden, thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, there's people from South Africa here. I've had enough of you South Africans for 1 year. I'm only joking. South Africans everywhere I went at the weekend. It was great. So there we go. There's a wee doodah that's going to be coming at some point from Minikin. From Minikin? No, not Minikin. Asmodus. Oh dear. This is going to be a long one. But I'm puffing away in that. Right, they can stay there. Sod it. Other things that I got before I actually headed off. I'll mention this just now. I want to keep an eye on chat for all the insults. But if they're good insults, then you can repeat them later on. Okay, so The passport. This arrived, oh god, when did this arrive? This arrived the week before that I headed off to the Hall of Vape. I did an unboxing for my patrons as usual, and inside we have the SteamShell, which also arrived before I headed off. And I took both of these to the Hall of Vape. That's an Armour drip tip. This is DNA 60, USB-C, stainless steel up the top and bottom. Is it stainless steel or aluminium? I can't remember now. I think it's stainless steel. Placky body. It's well, it's not PTG, it's PG, is it? Or PET? I think it might just be PET. Same as the stuff your Coke bottles are made from, basically. Firing button here, up and down button, and curved here, and it's actually it's squat, shall we say, squat. Let's find an what do I need to find? I need to find an 18650 device to compare it to, or shall I compare you to a Rose? Here's my Exode 18650. It's not a DNA 60, it's an Extreme, but it gives you an idea on size. Is that camera totally squint? There we go. So if you know your Exode, it gives you an idea on the dimensions and all that stuff. I'll give you when I do the review. SteamShell is not reinventing the wheel. It's not how can I put it? Well, actually, I'll tell you what, I'll put this away a second. Find the box. So it comes that you get the deluxe kit and the standard kit and whatnot, and you get all the pins. It goes up to 4mm, and then you get the mouth to lung pins and so on. You get different chimneys for it. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a built-in 510 thread, which is, I'm not going to lie, is a bit of a pet hate of mine. I wish it did have, but you have to use this doodah. It's really easy to build on. You just have to be careful with your legs on your coils and make sure you get them snipped and flush. But it has been performing quite the thing. I'm actually on a 2.5mm airflow pin with this just now. Flavour's great. It's and it's 70 odd euros. It's dirt cheap. Sorry, I'm saying it's dirt cheap, depending on your budget. But in compared with a lot of other RBAs, I do believe it's dirt cheap. Mr. Intense, rumour has it you're going to share your hair products in the USA with Mr. Basardo. Nah, he's too old. He's a lot older than me, so I don't like to mix with him a lot. You know, I mean, there's a 4-month age gap there, so I tried to stay away from. I met if you saw the photos, you know. I met Grim, Kent, Twisted Messes, Bogan, Matt Cully, Dimitri Dimmy, and there was, yes, and it was really good catching up with all those guys. A lot of them I haven't seen for 4 years. So yeah, that was fun. Exchanging reviewer type stories is always good fun. So hang on, I'm just going to vape shell with vape snail accessories. Destroy, that's maybe it's smaller. That's the big thing, it's smaller. You get more juice inside your tank. They've kind of shrunk it down. Rob, Hassar RTA, we'll get there, buddy. Paul, I said if you come up and say hello, introduce yourself, because if you'd introduced yourself, Paul, I would have called you an arsehole straight there, because you make my life a misery, taking the piss out of me all the time. I'm really sorry. And there's Milo. We'll get to Tek Division in a second. I'm going to say this, I'll say this once publicly, and I will never ever say this again. Got to meet Milo from Tek Division. He gave me a couple of toys, I'll show you, and I have to say it's one of the highlights of the event because he's a righteous dude. There you go. Really, really nice guy. And I'll never say that publicly again just because I'm a dick. What would you want, boys? Just for men indeed. Because I picked up a used Zeta. Man, is it good? The Zeta is good. I've actually not used the Zeta in a little while, I must admit. I must dig it out. Don't forget to mention the awesome mouth to lung coils. I've got a set here. Paul at the entrance. Oh man, why didn't you say it was you? I feel bad now. I feel bad. Anyway, I don't feel that bad. The passport is going to, I think, is going to be about $240. I think that's the price. It's a nice bit of kit. Umbrella Mods have made, you know, they've not released loads of stuff, but the stuff they have has been really, really nice. And this is the same. It's got a couple of quirks, but I'll cover them in the review, like I usually do. Next, this also came in before I headed off to Hall of Vape. It wasn't necessarily sent on for review as such. It was sent on by Joseph. Thank you, Joseph, if you're watching. Vape Spot. I think this has been out for a while. This little RBA. Angry Fox Vape. It's yeah, I've not even built it, I've not even taken it to bits, I've not started playing with it or anything like that. But as I said, there's reviews out for this already. I'll see how I get on, but I shall check a build in it at some point, and I shall be vaping away with it. I don't even know what else. Oh, pins! More pins! Have they written what's what on it? They have, but I can't read it because I'm useless. But yeah, if there's enough interest, then I will do a full review for it. But Joseph, thank you very much. Also, I got to meet Joseph for the first time, who is also a sound bloke, a very, very sound bloke. But since we're down here, we're now going to, I'll tell you what, we're now going to talk about an issue. And that issue is probably 6'9", probably weighs about 400 pounds, and has a South African accent and owns a company called Obey Robot. And the fact that he never kicked my ass all weekend was a blessing. I got to meet the guys from Obey Robot, and they spent a lot of time with a lot of the people that I normally hang out, friends I would call them, maybe not to their faces because they take the piss, but a lot of my mates, they hung about with them, and it was good crack, it really was. But I actually got I got a couple of gifts from the Obey Robot guys, which was little RBA would be nice to with a review of. Yes. I got this first of all. A little drip tip stand with a Phoenix, obviously Phoenix, me love Phoenix, and this bit of the here, I'll take the 24-hour mute and Obey Robot, is because in the Shed Facebook group we don't allow promotion. A lot of Facebook groups you get modders and things like that, they're just spamming all the time and showing off what they do. We have a no spamming rule, and unfortunately he's forever posting images of his work, so we're constantly muting him for 24 hours, and that's what the 24-hour, but that's really smart. I really like it, and yes, so I got that. That was the first thing I got from them. The second thing we'll do come close-ups. Up close. Right. I got some doors for my C4. Check them out. Obviously, Obey Robot, and this is a plug. There's no two ways about it. Obviously, go along, check out Obey Robot. They do this kind of stuff, and got a Phoenix on it again. That I'm so chuffed with this, really am, and done a beautiful job on it. He never misses a trick. He never misses a. He just. Yep. My sense of humour. I really like that. So, yeah, I really like the C4. I always have liked the C4, and these doors just kind of transform it for me. So, happy chappy. However, not only did I get that, which came in a nice little case, and I also got the one, the only Rob Fisher, the Rob Fisher keychain. Everybody should have one of these because everybody knows that Rob Fisher's amazing. But no, I got this as well. But it doesn't stop there. I got a little Boro tank, which has this on the back of it, and I don't. Some of you may know that broccoli is my thing. Ever since we did the Har, I get the piss taken out of me about the broccoli, and so we have broccoli on the sides of the tank, which is really smart. I'm over the moon with this. I am. It's this is beautiful, and this takes the piss, and the perfect combination in my books. So yes, as my my American friends would say, I was feeling blessed. And I'll have to put a build in this, an RBA in this, but honestly, the majority of this stuff, this is the first time I'm actually really looking at it, if you like. So I'll put this away. That's another one down. Okay, Dominic, we all got one. Don't say that. I was feeling special for a moment, just a moment there. Blessed. He does some stunning work. He does do some stunning work. I would never like to say that to his face, but anyway, right. Milo, am I allowed to show off the MOSFET, or will I just show off the 60 watt? I'm just going to wait a few seconds and see if he responds. It's just so I know what I'm allowed to show off here. I should have asked him before I started doing this live. It's not a chicken. It's a phoenix, okay? It may have started off, honestly, I'm not even going to go there because you'll just... it started off like a phoenix, but now because I've put on so much weight, it does look like a fat chicken, okay? That's that. I can't get away with it. 60 watt, yeah, okay, here we go. Now I know what I'm allowed to show you. And I'm not saying this, I'm not just going to say this because he's in chat and because I said he was a nice guy, because all those things will never be mentioned again, obviously, after this. But we bumped into Milo, or I bumped into Milo, and this, for me, was the standout device for the event. Not just because I got one to take away with me, but because it's absolutely bloody brilliant. And I know I'm just as always speaking my mind. I really hope this is the one that just goes just a little bit nuts for him. This is a prototype. Yes, it's a Boro mod. Yes, it's we've got a 3D print going on here, and we have real carbon fibre going on here, holding the whole thing together. This is structural. This exposed 18650, 60 watt Amiga board, firing button on the front here, obviously single control on it. I've shown off the Amiga board before in the Proxima review. I may have got that wrong, I can't remember, but just for example, it's tiny. I honestly, it's so small. It is so small. It is 70 millimeters in height. I just, once again, I absolutely love this. Now, this is a prototype. I'm pretty sure he's going to make some changes to this. Some aesthetic changes. You know, the USB port in it. And I used this the entire weekend. I've used it pretty much every single day since I came back, and yes, awesome job, absolutely awesome job. I'm not gonna lie, I did have a juice explosion with a Boro in it, which was entirely my fault, but Bob, you're a miserable shite. Copycat board. Get away, man. And yes, once again, prototype. I'll probably will I do a video showing this off a bit more? I'm not sure, because once again it is a prototype. But yes, love it. Absolutely love it. And I need to change camera angles there. There we go. I'm forgetting to talk now and what to say. Is there anything I can tell you about that? We have reached a point where the mods are small enough. We need to focus on quality again, because that's slipping. Nothing's changed. With the utmost respect, my friend, with the utmost respect, nothing's changed. You have good modders and bad modders. You have good modders that have terrible customer service. You have bad modders that will fix stuff for you straight away, and you have ones that do everything as you would expect or hope. This has always been the way. It's always been the way. And yeah, If you really want to change the game, do it yourself. That's always been my opinion. I'll shut up now. I'm getting grumpy, and that wasn't directed at you, Ryan. You know I would take the piss out of you no matter what. Anyway, where are we going? Carbon fibre for the win. Yes. This would show off the broccoli nicely. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. I received a mod with a sticky button. Can't change it because I waited 2 weeks to open it. Kind on me. Well. The 60 watt guy. But I don't know who you're talking about. But 2 weeks to open it. You can still exchange it. That's within consumer rights. Any company that turned around and said you can't exchange something after 2 weeks, I would roast them. I would roast them. Anyway, let's crack on. Let's crack on. It's a really good wee mod. I'm not gonna lie. It's just so beautiful in the hand. Anyway, I did also get, this was waiting for me when I got back, and this has been a long time coming. A long time coming, this one. Where are we? I keep clicking the wrong button. There we go. Mr. Vasquez, Aaron, it's finally here, and I can't remember what it's called. I'm sure it's the Current, the CRRNT. I think this RDA. Yes, I'm really looking forward to getting this built up and having a go with it, because he's been waiting so long to get this made, finished, and get it to market. It's, and Aaron himself said, you know, there is a fair bit of inspiration going on here. He's taken it from his favourite RDAs, or ones that he really enjoyed using. One of them being the Typhoon BT. Was it the BT Typhoon? I think the deck is quite similar to that, with some obviously with some differences. We have some airflow inserts going on here as well. We've got I've got a nice fancy little locking system on it as well. Oh, that's quite smart, that locking system. Check that out. See the indent there? Ties up just under there. Oh, that's smart. He says, "Ooh, that's smart," and you can't get the cap back on. How did I do this again? There we go. I'm not going to put a build in it just now. I'm afraid not. No, I'm not. But yes, there will be a review for this. It's 22mm. Yes, it is. I forgot. That top cap. Oh, obviously that top cap's going to pop out as well. Because yeah, it does. What am I talking about? Look, we've got an Ultima one in there as well. And what else have we got? Oh, I've got a clear one in there as well. And there's a beauty ring in there as well. One thing I will say is that, and I know Aaron's in the group, he's made people aware of this. There are some mods that this will only work with the beauty ring. It doesn't thread right down on some 510s. It's something he's aware of, and it's something he's going to rectify. But I just thought I'd quickly mention that. But there we go. Told you, squonking's coming back. Squonking is the future. Everybody knows that. It's last month, so it was fun. Just the BTD, that's the one. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Where are we? Just having a quick squint through chat. Nice looking RDA. BTD would it be the woohoo RDA? Who are modders you're talking about? Oh, I should say it's Hassar that make this one. Hassar, which is a nice little segue into the next thing that I'm going to show you. I need a mod. I quickly need, that'll do it. Here's one I made earlier. I'll just pop a battery in this. I can't remember which way this goes. Just pause it. Pam's here. Hi Pam. You know you're my favourite. Right. Hassar. Let's have a lookie. Let's have a lookie. Oh! And Mr. Frape is here as well. All is well in the world. I can just stop now. See, knowing that Mr. Frape's tuned in to watch one of my videos, it just makes my life a little bit better. Right. Yes, this is the Hassar RTA. I can't. This is going to be their swan song. This is going to be the last thing that Hassar Vapes makes. This is actually a prototype one, but it's kind of close to the finished version. And I can't remember all the things that Matthias told me because I was so shocked that he was sober. So, a couple of things I've noticed, because I did put a build in this. Right. Obviously, juice flow control. Keep turning the middle section, opens up the juice flow, hold the base, turn that back, closes off the juice flow control. There we go. To put juice in it, just like that. I think it's 4 ml of juice. I don't actually know. I'm actually going to say that about everything that I show you off. I'm just going to say it holds 4 ml of juice. So take that with a pinch of salt. Yes. This makes up for the clusterfuck that was the gobby. I'll never forgive them for the gobby. It was such a good vape, and that stupid top cap. Anyway, do you want to see the deck? Will I show you the deck? I'll show you the deck. Can I remember how to get into the deck? That's the thing. I got. That's the build I'm running in it. Really easy to stick a build in. It's a straightforward tank. It's what is it, Matthias? I think Matthias said that it's a mixture of the V1 and the 1.5. Was that? I honestly can't remember the words he used to describe it, but whatever words he used were probably right. Yep, there we go. He was not sober. He was sober. He was sober. I need my glasses. My eyesight's absolutely shit today. Fishy plastic for the win. It says the RT looks old school. Soul will have 2, says Tom. How's the QC? No sharp. This is a prototype, and no wonder he hates me. This is a prototype, and the quality on the prototype is better than some of their final releases for some of their other RTAs. Go figure. It's actually very, very good, and I will say the vape from it is lovely. And that's it on Stranger's Mods Doodah. Can't remember what it's called. It's the small one. It's the 18650 one. I must admit, I'm not a huge Stranger's Mods fan. However, I will say that this, see the quick release on the door? If I'm wanting to grab, not having to fanny about with the usual, you know, trying to unscrew something and whatnot, I tend to go for this mod more than anything else when I'm wanting just a, you know, I need a mod now, because it's so easy to put a battery in. Right, the draw on it. Okay, for me, I would say the draw is the exact same as the Hassar fully open, and 99% of you are going, I never tried the Hassar. I would say it's restricted direct lung. That's it. I'd say it's almost bang in the middle, restricted, not on the loose, maybe verging a little bit towards the looser side, but it's yeah. Tom, I never got an updated top cap for it. So yeah. Just restricted with my Minuta name is on it. Okay, not the new Diana, it is a mum as you read, blah blah blah. 99.9% of people did not try the Hassar. This is very true. You can tell them because they've all got little puddles of juice on their trousers. That was Sasha's design. That was his choice. I really like the vape from it. It's been good. It has been good so far in the short time that I've used it. I was going to get the gold Hassar down and shit. I better not. Right. So, the other thing that Matthias gave to me, which he didn't need to do, and I'm going to do the grown-up thing here, and I'm going to find a cloth because it's still in. I think it's still got some lasagna on it and some beer, because I was using it on. I think everybody at the table in the last night had their mucky paws on this, and I've not cleaned it since then, so I'm just going to give it a little wipe. Right. I'll pop this in it as well. Okay. Here we go. Where's the button? Up close. Yes. I was given this by Matthias as well. And this is obviously the Locus. I have no idea what version this is. I really don't. I think the Stormtrooper, I don't know. The white and the black, and whatever this is going up at the top. I've got fingerprints all over it already. I'll not lie, I was less than complimentary about this mod when I first saw it. And I'll not lie, I have been less than complimentary about this mod ever since. I really just didn't, aesthetically didn't work for me. I will say, since getting one in my paw, the looks have grown on me. The looks really have grown on me. Especially this one. I'm not a fan of the Monarchy type stuff going over. I mean, don't get me wrong, Yasek's sound as a pound and Monarchy, great brand and all the rest of it, but it's like a bit Louis Vuitton for me, you know. Everybody and their dog's got, yeah, I would have preferred it clean, but and I realise that's the edition this is. I actually now think with the right Boro tank in it, the right RBA, it's actually beautiful. I'm just not a fan of the the different profiles on it. When you're holding it, I don't find it to be, I mean, the firing button's in a superb location. It really is. That's as good as a location as you can get for a firing button. But it's just like, I find it a bit busy. And that's a taste thing. That's a taste thing. And it's not necessarily the most comfortable with different materials and different profiles on it and so on, but credit where it's due, it's a bloody nice looking mod if you like that kind of thing. But it's listen, I wasn't asked to review this or anything like that. This was a gift from Matthias. So when I'm saying what I'm saying there, there's a bit of me that feels like a bit of a dick saying that because it was a gift and you should never speak ill of a gift. You know, that's just not. But obviously, the review thing, so I kind of have to be honest with my opinion with you. It's very different to anything else that's in the game. It's just not. Once again, I think if it wasn't for the heavy Monarchy branding, I'd probably like it a bit more. But it's just when you hold it, you've got. Yeah, forget it. Locus from Monarchy. No, from Hassar with Monarchy branding on it. Anybody got one? Anybody got one? Hang on. That's just called DLC. I think it feels great. I really like the base connection on the Locus. It needs broccoli. I like the way they look. In final version, all metal parts will look the same. You should have got Specsavers. Go with the feeling. Fair to say if you like a look or not. Like, look at your reviews are all spot on. Love your honesty. Gifts always make me happy. Yes. Theo, if you're still watching, was this you? Did this one? I think you were, weren't you? You were doing all the Hassar DLC. Pretty sure. Anyway, yeah, I'll use this. I will use it because it was a gift, and I will keep it because it was a gift. And I probably will do a short video on it. It depends. I don't actually know if there's any reviews out for the Locus or not. I'll go and check if there's any reviews. If there's loads of reviews for the Locus, then I'll not bother. But then the thing is that you're not going to be able to buy them unless you get them second hand in the future, because that's obviously they're finished. Well, I think they're almost finished doing the run now. So that's it. That's it. Yeah. I thought it was. It looked like it had been coloured in with a black crayon. I thought, that's Theo that's done that. He's going to kill me one day. He's going to kill me. Whoops. Let me get the drip tip off here. Tone, don't think there's... yeah. What, Theo was wearing a black leather jacket? No. I've never seen him in a black leather jacket. I'm just going to keep piling it on here. I'm just going to keep piling it on. Somebody else needs coffee. Yes, I need another drink of coffee. I've reached that age when I have my my beer mug, which is now... $35 years old, this mug. That's when I got this. I now drink coffee out of it. That's just... yeah, Bob, I totally agree with you. Right. Oh. Holy shit, we've hardly scratched the surface here. How long has this been going for? 51 minutes. Oh, this is going to be a long one. Eek. I know a lot of you have seen these before, a lot of you, but I had never seen one in the flesh or the metal, and I got one of these. Yes, I'm sure most of you have seen reviews. I think Bogan did a review for it. I'm pretty sure Bogan did a review for it. I think Nick Grim Green did a review for it as well. So I might even do a review for it. Now, this hang on, I need to clean this as well, because this is another mod that was being used at the weekend. So it may be a bit dirty, so I'm just giving it a little bit of a clean with a brand new fibre. Dominic, thank you for the cloths once again. As always, they come in very handy. Now, I must admit, I didn't know much about these guys. I hadn't actually watched the reviews. I saw that Rob Fisher had one, and the Obey, these guys were next to the Obey robot stand, and yeah, they gave me this, and obviously it's a Dicodes V3, single 18650, aluminium, engraved. This is all done in-house. Absolutely everything is done in-house, obviously apart from the board, but it's all done in-house. I don't have the matching tank to go with this one, but it's very, very bling. It's very bling. Now, the one thing that I wasn't sure about, and the one thing that put me off this mod from the first time I ever saw one, was the firing button location. I can say that after using it, if I try doing firing like this, it kind of sucks. I don't like, but I can actually hold it and wrap my finger, and that's how I vape with it. And in the short time that I was using it, it's been great. No issues with, for me, using it. I've got to say, the finishing is absolutely to die for. It really, I mean, it's done so well. And the fact that they actually managed to ship it, and when you open the box and there's not a single scratch on it, I tip my hat to them for that. The only thing that I'm going to mention, and this is obviously I will be doing a review for it, the one thing that kind of disappoints me is that I kind of wish that, you know, when I opened it up, yeah, it's like, does it just need a clean? Might just need a wipe down here, but it's got little black specks in it and whatnot, which, yeah, I think that'll just clean up now that I check it. So I might be moaning about nothing. I just wish that had been a bit cleaner when I'd opened it up. But I'm being ungrateful. But I'm not being ungrateful. They gave it to me to review. So yeah, there we go. I will say that when you do get it and you get a matching tank with it, it just looks oh my. But yeah, there we go. So there's something else that's going to be in the review queue. Eat that, rebuildable Ryan. I was joking. It's cast aluminium. Says Milo. Were you talking to them at all, Milo? Nice guys. Nice guys. Very shiny, lightly work of art. I was checking out the shiny side by side. That's a nice one. Bubble French mass bottom movement. Milo, I broke my finger firing it. But, like Peter's one, yes. Bob, I agree. Someone with a hammer would be all over the state of it. I'm not biting. I'm not biting, so stop it. Tony, any El Cigar stuff? I've shown off all the El Cigar stuff already. Some of the El Cigar micarta stuff was really, really good. It was really good. I think they've come a long way, because, I mean, yeah. Yes. They have a new Boro mod coming out, which is limelight-ish wicket, but smaller. So I've got one of them coming as well, but it wasn't finished. They only had the prototype with them. So, but yeah. Oh, hang on. Sorry, there's my my favourite Mexican shouting at me. Any Sfumesto? No. I've not had any Sfumesto stuff in years. Ever since the 4, we kind of I fell out of love with them, and that was kind of it, really. The Geppetto Slap, yeah. I actually had the slap. I had the slap in my hand. Yeah, that was a throwback to the old days. That one. So, you're not that guy. Anyway, next we have Paul. Have you seen the prototype dual battery Boro mod from the Moo mods? I saw the prototype dual battery Boro mod from Psycho mods. Was it Psycho mod? They had a prototype dual one there. They didn't say much to me. I think I'm still in the bad books. Right, what's next? Oh, speaking of Moo mod, down shit. Upsy closey. I got this as well. The guy came up to me and he just handed me this, and which was really, really nice of him, obviously. And I opened it up, and it wasn't the £2,000 mod. No, I'm only joking. It was this. It was the little Boro mod. This is a mech, and right here, as always, being brutally honest, when I first saw it, when I first picked it, I just picked it up and looked at it. I went, "Oh my god, it's a mech Boro." However, when you get in about it and start looking at it, it's finished oh so well. I mean, this is finished really, really well. Just you're probably not see it, just like the branding on the contacts here. I'm not sure what the firing button's going to be like, because you see it's recessed there a little bit. It's very clean. I'll give them that. Obviously, you're and being completely upfront. Hang on a second. I'm honestly, I'm not pissing on anybody's chips here, and I'm not having a go at the guys or whatnot. But it's kind of hard. I mean, when you look at this is a 60-watt device, which is actually smaller than this mechanical device. It's crazy how Boros have changed and whatnot. But that's just how good this is. But obviously, this is made by a drunk Siberian living in Italy. I can't remember if that's right or not. But a grumpy drunk. But this is clean, very, very clean. And one of the boys, actually Jesus, is here. He's got a. Did you get 2 of them? I'm sure you got 2 of them, if I remember right. And yes, I'm actually looking forward to using this one. I'm looking forward to using it. Just because of the way it's finished. It's just, and it's clean. It's so clean. And the Japanese stuff's always done to it. I mean, I've only had, I could count on one hand the amount of gear that I've had from Japan over the years, but it's always next level. You know, it's just done to such a high standard for some reason. So, yeah, here we go. Right. If we are with chat, I have to say Jesus' one is much nicer. How dare you? Hang on. It's a pink pull. It's pink. How can you say it's better? It's got. Is it pink with black dots on it, or the other way around? It does look really smart though. It does look really smart. Anyway, we're getting there. We're getting there. Holy shit! I'm going to have to stop and let the dog out. I'm putting away the Tek Division because I'll end up just comparing it to everything, and that's not fair. That's not fair. What was I going to do next? Oh, I met these guys as well. Another Boro mod, but it's do you have a hammer, or why are you in so many naughty lists? These guys, such a nice couple, really nice couple. They were, yeah, I was going to say they were very nice to me, but they were very very friendly and polite, and he spent quite some time telling me about how the company operates and everything. And this is, once again, everything is done in-house, absolutely everything. There's what have we got here? Oh, that's the aluminium business card. We have another door here, and we have a little keyski thing here. That's something just fell on the floor. I don't know what it was. I hope it still works. That's my glasses falling on the floor. Let's get that. Yeah. So if there was one thing that you stuck with me from talking to these guys is just right. 2 seconds. I've got to get this off my chest. When you walk around a modder's gallery, if you're a modder, tell all your mates to fuck off. You don't want your fan club standing in front of your booth. Number one, you want customers, paying customers. You can see your friends anytime. Tell them to get lost. Keep your desk clear for paying customers or freeloading reviewers like myself. And the other thing is, be enthusiastic. You're running a business. You're trying to sell something. I understand that you may have a popular name and you may be able to do lists and sell things hand over fist and all that kind of stuff. But when you're doing a vape show, you're trying to attract new business. So be polite, be cheery, smile, entice people to come over and look at your wares. It's just, there's some of them they're just up themselves. They really are. It does my head in. It really does my head in. However, these guys did it like a, yes, they were just enthusiastic. Every customer I saw going up and talking to them, they were really friendly with, and yeah, it's how a business should be run, in my opinion. Technical specs and all the rest of it I'll give you at a later date, but I did like this, the way the board was done. See how that's cut in there? That's actually quite smart. The window, can I get this? I'll probably not be able to get this out because I'm there we go. I do like the firing button location there as well. The other door that he does, you know, you can get mouth to lung doors and things like that as well. What else was he telling me? There's another thing that he did that I really liked. Notice how the print, notice how the pattern follows onto the door. I'm talking to you, Hellfire, who the Moab, when they said that their tanks and their doors and things like that, they couldn't have the pattern falling over. Anyway, yeah, it's quite smart. I'm not going to lie, I've still got a stick of battery in it. That's the first time I've really opened the box. But it's a bonny mod. It's quite comfy in the hand as well. Oh, hang on. Is it? I'm not sure about the buttons sticking out like that. I'll have to check it. Anyway, that's my little rant over, and that's me showing this mod off, and I'm looking forward to using it. Not just because they were really nice people and they were very passionate about what they do, which always makes me happy. Hang on. Panda mod, Stratton Rudis. Yeah. That's it, MNK, the smart mods. Can I buy a vowel, please? Well done, Dane. Thanks for the shout. I just watched the display of Hall and Wicking. It's like a posh box. Don't speak to Tone. Don't speak to him. He's allowed to watch, but we don't want him speaking, just in case he gets a subscriber out of this. I'd be gutted. You can't, it would have to be done in a 5-axis CNC machine, making the cost of the mods more. No. You can, it would be more expensive, but you can do it. There's a difference between telling people you can't do something when it can be done. That's the point I'm trying to make. Anyway, talking of nice people, on the last day, I was I was a little bit yes, I'd had a little bit to drink, and I wandered over to a stall. This lad was there. Most of the modders had tidied up and gone, but this lad was still standing there, and I just thought I'll go over and have a blether. And so we got chatting, chatted for quite a while, and he gave me this, which he didn't have to do, but here's his business card. He does a mod repair service, wood, steel and steam, in Germany, but he's also got garage mods. And this is, now I had my choice of any mod out of his case, and it turns out that the one I picked was actually a prototype. It wasn't when I say it wasn't fancy, it wasn't all fancy wood and all singing and all dancing, because he had all those. I mean, he had, what a selection of mods he had, but there was just something about this little guy that just spoke to me. So yes, this is a prototype. It's a DNA 60. It's just, I love the mushroom buttons on it. This is, it's like a mod maker button. Tactile buttons on the side, not always a huge fan of, I must admit, but for some reason this just spoke to me. I've seen photos of his workshop, and what a setup the guy's got. I mean, what a setup. He does so much of it in-house, and this is a really, really comfortable mod to use, and I'm kind of smitten with it, because it's kind of like a bit of a throwback to the good old days, but it's done really well, and I'm very happy with it. So Marcus, thank you so much. And he's a nice guy. Had a really nice conversation with him, and I'll show this off in a video properly, let you all see it, give you dimensions and weights, but because it's a prototype, it's a bit of a different kettle of fish. But I've got video of all the other mods that he did, so I'll show them off as well, so you can see what, or go along, check out his Facebook page. But there's that one. He let you take his wood. Did you give him some wood back? It was the moonshine that was speaking to you. You're not wrong. Dane, it reminds me of the old school mods. It does. It does. It's not. I really like it. I really like it. The moonshine was awesome. I'd like to even all. Mr. Lynn is here. All is well in the world now. Oh, I've not shaved for. Oops. Anyway, I need a vape. Don't mind if I have a vape, do you? I've been talking shite for an hour and 15 minutes and I've not really vaped. I wish somebody can you not like just talk so I can just sit and listen to you for a while. You got us into trouble, Dean. Sorry, just reading. I promise I won't subscribe to any more shady vape reviewers. BB buttons for the win. Garage mods have been whereabout for ages. German company, Garage Mod. Yeah, it's the same. I think. Hang on. 2 seconds. Unless somebody else beats me to it, because you guys know everything. I'm sure they've been around since about 2015. No, they've been around since 2016. 2016 they've been around since. Hang on. Yes, full Bissardo. We've done a full Bissardo. I said this to some of the guys. I probably shouldn't say it but out loud, but I will. One of the funniest things was I was with some fellow reviewers and one of them asked to try the mod I was vaping on, because my personal vape, when I'm not reviewing stuff or testing stuff, I like to vape with like a 25 watt 2.5mm pin. That's just kind of where I'm at. How my all day vape tastes the best for me. Restricted direct lung. So they wanted to try it to see what my vape was. So I handed the mod over and there was like 3-4 reviewers there. And each one tried it. And each one gave a different description for the draw. Loose mouth lung, tight restricted direct lung, loose restricted direct lung. Every single one gave a different verdict on the draw. So it just goes to show you how important it is that you watch other reviewers and you read reviews and don't go off just one person's opinion. Yeah, it was kind of scary, but anyway, I'm talking mints now. Do we have more stuff here? We do have more stuff. Have a co-host on with you. I do have a co-host. Him. Have a go. What type of coils would you use in a mech tube? 21735 amp. You use whatever coils you want, as long as they're within the tolerances of the battery. Paul, between 0.9 and 1. Just see there we go. There's just there's no right or wrong. The only wrong that you can do is blow yourself up, and you don't want to do that. Anyway, I'm the wrong person to ask advice of. Listen to the guys in chat. I'm just grumpy and yeah. Here we go. More up close stuff. We're getting there. Dominic, you never listen to anyone. Right. The Dram RBA. Do you like the way the Scottish people roll their R's? I've not even put a build in it yet. I can't even tell you what the pins are. But we'll open it up and we'll have a quick look. Once again, I'm sorry I'm bouncing through this stuff, but I can't do builds and stuff in this because it would be here until next year. What have we got here? We have a chimney, single O-ring. That's okay. It's actually quite a pretty RBA. Their RTAs were always good on the flavour. I didn't have the Dram 3, I had the 2, which was beautiful flavour from it. And the deck looks something a little bit like, oh, that's nicely done inside. That's a tiny little chamber, isn't it? And this is, yeah. Huge well. I mean, look at the size of the wells, but the size of the actual wick and holes. Tidily done though. I'm really sorry, but I don't know the sizes of the air. Oh, hang on. I might know the sizes of the air pins. We've got a 1.8. There's 2.5 there. What's that? I can't see. I can't see. A 1.5. And I don't know if this is a 1 or a 1.2 in there. So, yeah. It's not one for the cloud chasers, that's for sure. So, and if anybody knows the spec, or has anybody stuck spec up in chat yet? You lot are always on the ball, you keep me right. But that's in for review as well. There we go. A little bit of Skynet, shaped top cap, solid mouth lung RBA, small chamber size, yes. Walking a tightrope, but that sure looks like a Skynet. No, I'm good. Bob, I swear to God, Bob, hand on heart, I don't say these things just to disagree with you. I do say these things to wind you up a little bit. But no, it looks nothing like a Skynet, mate. Nothing. No, it's nothing like a Skynet. Shall we call, we're going to call this segment Let's Wind Bob Up. Because winding Bob up is fun. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Bob, don't send me one of your angry emails, okay? Don't send me one of your angry emails. Let's do this. I think we're going to start. I need to get an intro music and a banner for this section called Let's Wind Bob Up. Right. Get out the bag, you son of a gun. Here we go. Let's go up close. And let's wind up Bob. Look at the difference. Shit. Look how big the Skynet is in comparison. I'm sorry, Bob, but you've no. And The chamber, just in case Bob saw something that I didn't. No, totally different. And the decks are, yep, totally different. And there we have it, folks. So, this week, Bob was wrong. Tune in next week and we'll find out if Bob is right. We don't know what we'll be comparing, but it's been a long week, and God bless you, Bob, for cheering me up. God bless you. Bob's sitting at home going, "You fat fuck." Right, sorry, that's put that back there, because obviously everybody has two Skynets, unless you're Rebuildable Ryan, who doesn't have any, because his whistled. Is Ryan still here? He's still here. I mean, seriously, Ryan. I mean, come on. I mean, what was going on with that Absolute review? The Skynet whistles and it's terrible, but the Absolute didn't whistle at all. I think you're making shit up, man. I really do. I really do. You should have seen my little face here watching your review, screaming at the screen. I am joking. I'm taking the piss as always. Right. What else have we got? Which one is the Skynet? Paul, you're such a dick. Oh, that's better. And a little puff again. Right. What's left? Oh, a shout out to Bill. A shout out to Bill. For those that don't know, there is a man that walks around Germany, and he makes drip tips, and his name is Bill. I have got one of Bill's drip tips that was gifted to me by a smaller than average Welshman that lives in Scotland, and it's this one. I won't show that too much because it's covered in lip gunk. I'm really sorry, but Bob, I will astound you. Yeah, Bill's drip tips. You'll find him on Facebook. They're just beautiful drip tips. It's as simple as that. They're not the cheapest, but there's quite a few hours go into these little guys, and yes, I'm going to leave it at that. A little present from Bill. I met Bill and his missus, who were absolutely lovely, as most people were that I met at the weekend, apart from Paul. Paul was just a... Yeah, Paul was a dick. Tom S. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the specs on the... Oh, it's a 1.2. Well, I did say 1. Did I say 1.2? So I suppose I wasn't far off. Hang on, I better put the card back in. Ryan, don't bite. Don't bite. I'm taking the piss, mate. I'm just on the wind up. I'm on the wind up. Just put it like this. There's not many reviewers that I actually watch. So take that as a small compliment. That I watch your videos to see how wrong you get it. I'm just... I've got to stop winding them up. Right, I need to wind it. I need to go. Other things, is there much left? There's I will show you this because I got this from Joseph, and it would be rude if I didn't show you this. I got this from Joseph. JRC pouches. He did me a little custom jobby, a custom job I should say, for the Hall of Vape. So Joseph, I don't know if you'll see this video, mate, but I just wanted to say once again thank you so much. And the cases are awesome. Cases are awesome. What else? There are certain things in my life that when I go to vape shows, I try my damnedest to avoid. Chinese companies that want to give you free pods, disposable pods, juice companies that want to give you free juice, and also coil builders. Now, no offense towards any coil builders that are maybe watching or see this. You're doing a job. I use pre-made coils. It just so happens that I use pre-made coils made by somebody that I call a friend, and I have done for a few years now, and that's why I never accept coils off of people as a general rule of thumb, is because PC Coils, Peter and Elsa, I love them to bits, and I've used these coils for years, and that's why I never accept them. This year I wasn't fast enough. I got caught a couple of times. I got caught a couple of times. So I'm going to show them off because it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. Now, these are weird. Now, when I say they're weird, I'll say this now. Those of you that know your coils and know your shit, basically, you can pitch in here and let me know. I found the resistances on these to be... What happened to my mouth to lung ones? What happened to my mouth to lung ones? I had mouth to lung ones as well. Shit. Oh, I gave them to Paul. That's what it was. And that was a waste because Paul doesn't even know what mouth to lung is. Sorry, Paul. Yeah, but these were funky little packaging. This is this boy was next to Deathwish Mods. Presentation is next level. It really is. Look at that. I know you shouldn't probably touch them, but there are some pretty coils. But he was doing a roaring trade. He really was doing a roaring trade. So handmade premium coils. There we go. That's. I'll try these out. The resistances, like the mouth to lung ones, were something crazy, like 0.3, and I couldn't wrap my head around the resistances. And that's what I was going to discuss. But I mean, what's this? Okay, that's RDL for a mech, 0.225. Damn. RDL closed, 0.24. I mean, these are quite low. These are quite low resistances for RDL, in my humble opinion. But I'll try them. I'll give them a bash and see how I get on with them. So anyway, thank you for giving me these coils. I really appreciate it. Somebody else gave me some coils. These were from I don't know. I mean, I've never heard of this guy. I mean, apparently he's a big deal, and I'm just joking. Those of you that know the boy know the boy. He passed these on. Is it Andreas? Is it Andreas? P Flug or F Plug? Oh Christ, I've forgotten his name now. That's shit. I feel bad about that. Oh damn. But he passed me these on. He little baby coils. These are more up my street. So thank you once again. I see a lot of he puts a lot of photos. Where do I see his photos? Ah, I can't remember. I'm losing it. I've been talking to myself for too long here now. And I also got this was somebody else that grabbed me. Actually, tell a lie. This is somebody else I had dinner with. Shit. What were these ones? I don't know what these ones were, to be honest. Oh, it's written on them. What are these? 2.5, 0.7. See, now we're talking. Now we're talking. That's and once again, I'll try these coils out because it would be rude if I didn't. And that's why I always avoid coil makers or builders, as they're called, because it means I have to try them. And I really just use PC Coils, to be brutally honest. So there we go. Oh, Dom's just sent me a photo. Oh, hang on. Yeah, the mouth to lung. The mouth to lung. Can I, hang on, can I show... That's the mouth to lung ones that those boys did. 6-core alien mouth to lung. 0.33 ohm mouth to lung. 2.5mm. That's... I can't get my head around that. Maybe it's because I'm old and not up, just not how I know mouth to lung coils. But maybe, I don't know. Am I right? Am I wrong? Would you vape that if you're a mouth to lunger? Did you see the coils in the bullets? No, I didn't. Premade, it's like 0.3 and 0.6 from Mech. They're going to be spicy. That can't be a... That's a good point. Holy shit, that's a Dom photo. Well done, Dominic. That's in focus. I'm impressed, buddy. Well done. Right, that was that. Am I done? Am I done? I'm going to show you something else that arrived when I got back from the Hall of Vape. This is the last thing. RDL cuts. I'm just reading chat. Right, so right, here we go. I'm going to do this. Let's get this done. Okay. This is the last thing, I think. Pretty sure. This came in. Now I did not know this was coming. I wasn't expecting this to come or anything like that, but it did arrive. So I was quite excited about this. I'll not lie. I was quite excited about this until I opened it and saw that the bastards had sent me this feckin' god-awful green shite again. I really dislike this green so much. And everything Vandy Vape have sent me, or Tony, has always been this green, and I always moan about it, and I will continue to moan about it. But anyway, this is obviously the new Pulse that I know not very much about. So we have a door. It's 21700. We're going to have a 21700 battery. Here we go. Got it. It's indicated. Positive down. Springy up the top. Molly cell in. Vandy vape, and oh god, it's behind this green tinted. Does this come off? This must come off. Oh, why would that be tinted green? Why would they have? Oh, I don't. Right. Here's the thing. The Pulse AIO. Whilst it's not something I personally used myself a great deal, I did think once they got their shit together and got the QC issues sorted out, that as a starter device, yeah, you really couldn't knock it. You really couldn't knock it. Tony's trying to, he's doing his little bit for the squonking again. We're going to put some juice in this. I like the little tab here to fill up the bottle. I can't remember. I think it's about just over 7 ml juice. And I'm filling it up because I'm going to use it. Oh, I've just been beeped again. Sorry. And you do get a spare bottle with it. And it's you know, I'll take this down. No, oh, that's quick. Hang on, is this just okay, 1 watt increments the whole way. You might be able to fine tune that, I don't know. Right, so let's find an RDA for this. I am going to use a Skyfall because I have one lying here, which is a bit on the dirty side. I apologise. Squonk, some juice up there, firing away, and there we go with a 22 ml on it. Right, oh, does this come off as well? Well, that comes off as well. I wish it was double-sided. I wish you could squonk from both sides. I think that's a missed opportunity there, in my humble opinion. Because yeah, I reckon that would have been better. Anyway, that's by the by. Let's just go back up top of this. Okay, here we go. Push button, heats coil up, job done. Squonk bottle is not squonkable unless I change the position of my hand, which bothers me. That always bothers me. If they'd had the double-sided, I could have just squonked. I could have squeezed it, but because of where it's, I actually have to move the mod in my hand to squonk, which is always a negative feature for me. But that's just me and squonking. It's actually, you know, for a 21700 squonker, it's not that wide. I mean, when you compare it with some other 21700 squonkers with regulated, with board, you know, they're actually quite wide. This isn't actually that bad. And why is this tapping? Anyway, I don't know what it is. This is my gut instinct or gut reaction, is that this feels, it's got the plate up, the metal plate up the top. That's a good thing. But for fun, I don't know if it's the green. I might just be being a dick, and because I've been talking for an hour and 41 minutes, but there was something. The other pulses are cheap, but this one for some reason feels like it fell out a Christmas cracker. It just feels, when I push the fire button, this feels cheap. I don't know. If you were wanting to try squonking out, then yeah. If they'd sent me the black one, I wouldn't be complaining as much, or maybe I would be. I don't know. I'm just an old fussy fart. Get my Dremel. Hang on, there's questions. Listen, if you've got questions, now's the time to ask, because I'm getting ready to bugger off and let you go home. Isan, if I'm saying your name right, I apologise. You had a picture with the Locus mod by Hassar. If you wait until this is finished and go back, I actually show the Hassar mod off, the Locus, and I talk about it. Matthew, that's the thing. I mean, there's, and that maybe I'm being a dick, and sometimes I might. I hope I don't, but sometimes I might. Is that at the end of the day, I like the pretty things. There's no two ways about it. I like the pretty things. I like the bespoke stuff, the stuff that's been crafted, or I like that more than the mass-produced stuff. If somebody's wanting to try out squonking and they're on a tight budget, I would normally say go to the second-hand groups and buy something really tasty. You'd probably pay the same that you would for this. But if somebody's walking in a shop and they want to try out this, I do wish it had come with an RDA. I know it, and I'm asking for everything now. I don't care. I'm putting my order in. I want everything. If you're putting out a squonker, then, and you're trying to attract people into squonking, it would have been great if you'd had an RDA to go with this as well. But yeah, a pulse feeling cheap. Who would have thought? Tone, you're absolutely right. A pulse feeling cheap, because it is cheap. Let's face it, it's cheap. It's the kind of thing that you lose it on the train and you wouldn't be too bothered about. Obviously, depending on your budget. And I'm just being a dick. Did you get a chance to check out the new Astro for Mission? Yes, I held it in my hand, and hang on, just 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Obviously. Oh, shut up, fatty. Sorry, that's me. I'm talking to myself. No, that's. I'm looking for photos. Where are we? Scroll. Can you see? Can you see? I'm losing it. So yes. It's thin, very thin in the hand, and they had one, I think, Vaporoni. See, I'm doing a shout out. Vaporoni in the UK. I know they picked some up, and they had a white one with like a bubblegum splatter on it, and it looked really, really nice. It looked really, really nice. So yeah, there we go. Switch that off. What high-end squonker could you get for the same price as a Pulse? You obviously have not been in the second-hand sales groups. Do you know how much a squonker goes for? Jack shit. Worthless. Nothing. They're 10 a penny. You can't give them away. I've got a cabinet loaded with squonkers and they're worth about 10 pence each. John, sorry, I'm just sorry, I'm missing questions here. Sorry, what's the name and price on the tiny Boro RTA? That is the Tinny, Tinny by Tek Division, and price wise and whatnot, I think it's going to be about the 300, 350. But once again, that was a prototype I had. He's just finishing it off now. I know. What the hell was that? Mowgli Vapes just as oh, I got a thing saying somebody just subscribed. Oh hell, I didn't know about that. And the mod you showed from the couple you really liked. Oh, Modski, Modelski. Where the hell were they from again? Was it Spain? No, they weren't Spain. That was somebody will know in chat. Somebody will beat me to it. They always do. Learn more. Why does it never? Why do they never say where they're from? It looks like it's in German. Polish, living in Germany, I think. Alex, I think you're absolutely correct. Because, yeah, actually I mentioned you guys when I was talking to them, because obviously they had that, the mod that Lloyd had. You did come up in conversation. I said that Lloyd was the nice one and the other one was a grease monkey that didn't really have much to do with the business at all. Sorry, I'm joking. Hang on. Please ignore me. Mo, I would never ignore you. You know that. You're my favourite. Ryan's 20.5mm thick. Are you getting them in vaping art, Ryan? Are you getting them there, buddy? Or have you got one? What's your favourite Boro mod? It depends. It depends on where I'm going. I have different Boro mods. Just if I'm travelling, the Delro, hands down. If I'm travelling, it's the Delro. If it's out and about or meeting up with the guys and whatnot, it could be any number of ones. Because I had to ask because I'm Canadian. I won't hold that against you. Maybe I used old freehand because squonking is dead. No, it's not. The Pulse is a great first squonker. Yes. The god-awful colours are only liked by folks living in China. I agree. Dominic, is this your first new subscriber this year? It is. 2 subscribers. Hang on till I check my analytics. 2 seconds. Oh, 3. Right, there we go. That means that by the 13th of May 2042 I may just crack 70,000 subscribers. You're just all fucking at it now. Stop it. Stop subscribing. Stop subscribing. Jeremy Ski is that Polish. You're supposed to say thanks. I have the first mod he did in 21/7. The print and dye is top. Colin Alex McKenzie, a grease monkey is an insult to any hardworking mechanic. Try the Handmade coils resistances because of 7 cores. They are a cool vape. Thank you for clarifying that. Ryan, yes and yes. Good stuff, buddy. The Antis GT to be released in the UK. I've no idea what that is, buddy. Mick, I've no idea what that is. Right. I'm knackered. That was almost like doing real work. So obviously, as is the way, I have to use this stuff before I can review it. So some of this stuff you won't see reviews for a few weeks. What you will see before long will be the Passport and the SteamShell. Sorry, the Atmizoo, because I had them before the Hall of Vape, and stop subscribing. I don't want you to subscribe. How do I switch that off? If you could all just unsubscribe and stop that, I'd really appreciate it. So yes, they'll be the next reviews. And after that, I have no idea what. I'll just hello, Boggy. You want out? Where saw you going? You want out? Oh, it's your boy. So yes, there we go. What, you looking for a biscuit? Come on, I'll let you out. There you go. Right. How many of you vape mobbers had to keep up to you and manageable? Can I say whether you came across professional? Same here, tone. Nice. Listen, guys. Thank you thank you to those of you that stayed from the start to the end. I tip my hat to you. Thank you to those of you that watched the videos for however long you watched them for, and for coming back for more. And to those of you that I've insulted tonight or taken the piss out of, it was a pleasure. Eunice, you can just go and feckin' do one, you absolute sponge monkey. Get away with you. Right, I'm going. Actually, I'm going. I was going to say if there's any questions, but I can't be arsed. I'm tired and I'll just be grumpy, and I won't give you any sense. But no, right. Where's the get out of here button? Here's the get out of here button, which I'm going to push right now. I pushed it. Did I push